What are some statistics about your life you'd want to know once you die? List of compliments or positive feedback people thought about me but never communicated to me. Anytime someone reflected fondly on a moment that included me. How many times a serial killer thought about murdering me and changed his mind. Did I really scan through all these and not see times I've jerked off? That one would be perfect because it'd be so depressing I'd probably want to die after hearing it. 1. How much I have peed in my life. Like how many Olympic swimming pools could I fill? 2. How many illnesses have I recovered from? Also, like how damaged are my organs? Were my lungs at like 2% health from all my smoking? 3. How many words did I know? How did my vocabulary compare to other people? 4. How many times was I one small choice away from dying? 5. A breakdown of my spending over the years. Edit. Oh shit, is this gonna be my top-rated comment? How many people did I positively help? KD ratio. How many of other people's pictures I'm in, and out of those how many were intentionally taken of me because I was being a doof? The main ones. 1. Gameplay time. 2. Idle hours. 3. Time spent watching porn. 4. No. Of times I came up in conversation when not around. 5. Health stats. Lung capacity. 6. Animals discovered. 7. Hidden locations unlocked. 8. How many PPL I made smile over the years. 9. Time spent walking, running, cycling and driving. How many dogs I pet. How many dogs I've seen in my life, then make a mental note, and see all of them in doggo heaven. How many hours I wasted doing nothing with my life. My expectations are high, I better be disappointed in me. It would be cool to see how many diseases my immune system fought off without me knowing. Especially if I could see the breakdown of diseases. How many chickens I have eaten, like added up with all the pieces ever to go in my stomach. What strangers' photos am I in the background of? How many pounds of chocolate I've eaten. As a teacher, how many students I've truly helped once they graduated. Top 10 most common compliments said behind my back. The amount of fucks I actually did give. How fucking healthy am I actually? Does sometimes feeling like she be a normal thing, or is that not a normal thing? Do I actually have a condition that explains why I hate doing things, or am I just being a brat? Compare me to the average person and tell me how healthy I am. How lethal all my farts in my entire life are combined, and how compare to other people. Matter of fact, just give me a leaderboard. I bet I'm in the top 1 billion ever to exist. Every possible thing I did. Days spent at school, doing sex, what? How many people masturbated thinking in me? The amount of money I misplaced. Several, but off the top of my head. 1. Time spent browsing the web. 2. Total energy used from all sources. 3. Distance traveled. 4. Time spent sober versus under the influence. 5. Close calls on being badly injured or killed. 1. How many people found my dad jokes genuinely funny? 2. How many people smiled because of me? 3. How many times did I miss the hint when a woman fancied me? 4. How many chunks of pineapple did I consume while eating Hawaiian pizza? 5. How many slices of pickle did I consume eating takeaways burgers? How many people I've walked past on the street who died later that same day? How many times people have thought about robbing me, hurting me and didn't follow through? How many opportunities for sex I missed due to being oblivious as fuck? How much money change I've found versus how much I lost? What percentage of the Earth's land surface I've been over, in any mode of transportation? How many of my cells turned cancerous but were successfully removed by my immune system? How many drawings I've made in total, from toddler age to age of death, and how much paper computer space I've used to make them all? I'd be awesome if my afterlife was just a gallery of every single piece of art I ever made. Even the ones that don't survive today. That would be really cool. Who were the people who talked in my back? Who were the people that actually respected me? I want a book filled with quotes from every conversation where my name was mentioned when I wasn't there to hear it. How many times the butterfly effects of my actions may have meaningfully impacted a stranger's life. How many YouTube videos I've clicked on. The grossest thing I ever ate that I didn't know I ate. Number of lives I positively impacted. How many people smiled because of me. How many times I was close to dying or critically injuring myself. How many words I typed versus wrote. How many people actually like me and consider me a friend. Also maybe intelligence. My approval rating among peers. If I gotta haunt someone, it's gonna be strategic. Amount of people who wanted to talk to me, introduce themselves, but didn't. Percentage I actually catch food in my mouth when I toss it in the air. General accuracy percentage. What one I spent the most money on. Cumulative purchases, not single purchase. Water, clothes, gas, pizza, etc. Which moments I enjoyed the most. Number of parasites that lived inside me, and the average at any given time. Total number of heartbeats. How many times I've been a jerk without realizing. How many dishes I accidentally knocked over and broke. How many times have I stubbed my toe. How many people secretly had a crush on me. Number of people who felt loved by me. I'd like to know my good karma to bad karma ratio. Sex stats. Asterisk number of orgasms. Number of orgasms given, average frequency, average duration. Asterisk breakdown of favorite positions. Asterisk subjective scaled ratings from lovers. Asterisk number of partners of which I've been the biggest they've ever had. Time spent scrolling through Reddit. How many dumps I've taken in both number of times and in total lbs. As well as how many loads I've busted, measured in number of times and total number of gallons. How many people, who missed me. Like, after parting ways, growing apart, moving, and so on. I've missed many people and I wonder if the feeling was mutual. The number of times I said I wasn't drunk but I was. The numbers of times people were flirting with me but I was oblivious. The number of socks I've lost. How many ants I curb stomped. How would I rank in an all-out global brawl between everyone on Earth? Like to the death, what ranking was I? If I was indirectly responsible for any deaths. Well, not statistics really. I just want to see a map of the world where all of my skin cells ended up throughout my life. Number of nose piercings done. I feel like I've done enough to have run through the city's population a few times over by now. Number of days spent being lazy by the creek, river, lake. I would find that out right now and make sure I double it in the next few years at least. Number of pool games played and what my overall win-loss ratio is. How much Pepsi I've drank. It sounds weird but I'm like too addicted to it and I've been drinking it constantly every day for years, so it would be interesting to see how much. How many people were grateful to get to know me, what impact I had in their lives. 1. Most said word. 2. Most time doing any one thing. 3. Amount of food I ate in kilograms. 4. Distance traveled. Which song I heard the most. I want to know it all. If there is a statistic, put it on the list. If you run out of space, start a sheet too. How many times I went to watch a new show and then rewatched The Office instead. How many lives did I change for the better? What would I have been talented at if I had tried it? Total amount of times I've lied. How many people actually liked me? Like whose days did I legitimately make better? How many times I blinked. How many times I quoted a movie, show, game. How many times I've unknowingly dodged dead. How many orgasms I had. Total weight of weed smoked in my life. Total weight of cocaine snorted. How many fluid ounces of alcohol consumed in my life. How many ecstasy pills consumed. How many steaks did I eat? How many lobsters did I eat? How many hours and minutes I spent slaving working for other people? How many hours total in vehicles? How many hours total sleep? Total weight of excrement passed from my body in my lifetime including urine. Total number of the times I used the word fuck. These would be a few interesting statistics that I wouldn't mind knowing out of curiosity. I'm sure there's more. Edit. Typo. Every joke or funny thing I've ever said. People who I made very happy for a long time. How many times people said something nice about me when I wasn't around. How may people hate me? What was the biggest impact I had on someone else? Most frequently used words. The exact amount of times I said fuck versus the amount of time I thought about saying fuck. Edit. Thanks for my first reward. How many people were glad they knew me versus how many people wish they didn't. I try to be a good person, so I hope that I'm succeeding. How many dogs did I pet? I'd like to see how many steps I've taken over my entire life. A short list of who has thought about me while masturbating. Thanks for watching. See you later.